with a delirious celebration in Times Square. And it was only the beginning. But the city didn't collapse. A city of yearning and aspiration and dreams. New York.
We love you!
Now arriving at Times Square. Next stop, Manhattan.
Part of a whole history.
Not yet.
It'll be an adventure. You gotta do it at least once in your life.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is the building manager. We are aware of an issue. We'll get you up to the 27th floor. Don't worry, you'll be on your way to Sky Studio.
Sky Studio presents a New Year's Eve television special. Celebrating the coming year of 1958. Counting down to the moment we've been waiting for. Counting down to the new year, 1958. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Wasn't that amazing?
Years old. We should be a lot excited.
On October 27, 1904, at 2:35 p.m. precisely, in a gleaming new subway station 30 feet below City Hall, Mayor George B. McClellan, the son of the famous Civil War general, officially opened the first subway in New York, leading its brand new 22-story headquarters at the foot of an hourglass, just as the forces that would soon send Prince of Wall Street to the raucous newspapers across from City Hall. And something stand up. By 1904, by what would become the largest subway system in the world, the new throbbing heart of the greatest city in America. Immense crowds gathered in Times Square for the first time of the year, with a delirious celebration in Times Square. And it was only the beginning. By 1929, no fewer than 66 Broadway theaters, more than 2 million people gathered in Times Square to learn that 6 long years of World War had finally come to an end. In Times Square itself, the crossroads of the world, as one great music seemed on the verge of total collapse. But the city didn't collapse. surged into the city from around the world, with one triumphant hit after another. It was dismissed by New Yorkers themselves as too full of tourists, is fulfilling its promise as the crossroads of the world as never before. A place at once of destination and homecoming for the entire planet. Still the beating heart of one of the most thrilling cities on earth. A city of yearning and aspiration and dreams. New York.
We love New York City!
Now arriving at Times Square. Next stop, Manhattan.
Revolution of bad beings with napalm, filling up down programs of social uplift is approaching spiritual death.
And so I suppose that you is expensive. That's expensive. It means out of the I don't want to get in the way.
Fashion is much more than what's in season or on trend. And this is Bryant Park in Midtown Manhattan, one of the most famous locations in the history of New York City fashion.
Seeking larger factories to produce clothing more safely, the fashion industry set their sights on a neighborhood further uptown. Up in Harlem, not only was jazz,
Americans came over, later Latin Americans, and still later Asians came to New York.
America was cut off from the fashion news of Paris. While they were in tracksuits, sneakers, and chains. This style inspired the 80s hip-hop group, hailing from Hong's Crew, Run DMC.
That's a fashion statement right there.
Hip-hop became a new force in fashion. In Harlem,
It is part of a whole history of young people's independent fashions that were created outside the formal fashion industry.
When you consider the diversity of New York, not only in terms of population and cultural attributes, there's a percolation.
European Jews, and it becomes the most densely populated neighborhood in the entire.
The city is headed for a disaster to the local port.
Humans sacrificing, dogs and cats living together. That's a barrier.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot more than I can be really, really good looking. And I plan on finding out what that is.
It had to be you.
Like our youngster, had to cut and let us stop.
The country's so free, one can throw glass on the street.
I came here tonight because when you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible.
I'll be okay, I guess. Because I'm looking up.
Forever
Welcome to Sky Studios. Welcome. You guys can pile in here. I don't mind. Happy New Year. Welcome. We're so excited to hear for all of us. Oh my goodness. View from the 27th floor observation deck with an adventure you gotta do at least once in your life. I promise it's not that scary. Enjoy. Have the best time.
This is the ride?
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is the building manager. We are aware of an issue with freight elevator number 1. We'll get you up to the 27th floor. Don't worry, you'll be on your way to Sky Studios.
Break work.
Oh, this is on? All right, have a good night, everybody. Like I said, we're moving up momentarily. Good evening. All right.
Hold down to 987 in the goal. 6 and 5 in the goal. Goal.
Sky Studios presents a New Year's Eve television special celebrating the coming year of 1958. Hosted by Mr. New Year's Eve himself, Guy Lombardo. Counting down to the moment we've been waiting for. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy.
We'll have them out here to meet on the Sky Studios observation deck.
Here's the latest weather report.
Special news bulletin. Hi, I'm Robin Trout of the Sky Studios, here to remind you that a great new year isn't safe. This is your seat on the observation deck. Carrying anything that can't fit into your pocket, we offer copies on the observation deck. Wait, Robin Trout.
All right, folks, just like he said, anything that does not fit in a pocket is going inside the cup.
Not fit in your pocket, has to go in the cubbies.
Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Trout, counting you down to the new year, 1958.
Thanks, Guy. Well, the weather is turning nasty here in Times Square, but that has not dampened spirits. And Wasn't that amazing? What a night! What a year! Happy New Year!